Hello, everybody, and welcome to these CTW Grand Finals. SYN versus one, best of 11. Should be a banger today. Tubbins, what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. We had last week it went to overtime, and because it came out of the losers bracket, they had to win that match to actually get to this match. So this is winner takes it all evened up here, and loser gets second, right? So
Oh yeah,
we're going to be in for a good one. We'll see how one handles. Last week felt like they kind of let it get away from them a little bit, but they did have the safety net where Finn's got to come back and beat them. So. Should be close. These are always good matches. I think one plays SYN very well, and then vice versa. So we'll see. But this is for all the marbles today, man.
oh yeah, it's going to be exciting. I can't wait. All right, just a little pre-match bans. SYN did ban Westfield, downsizing and limited edition. One has banned Sand River, one shot, one opportunity, and on the clock. We are starting out on mines with Team Up. And Team Up is nation-specific tank lineups depending on the side.
Oh wait, my thing didn't work.
What's up?
Oh man. No, I'm trying to put the link in it.
Oh yeah.
Say this is for. There we go.
This graphic up. I forgot to preload it. Okay, there we go. Alright, looks like they're ready to pick tanks. We're ready to kick this one off.
Yeah, let's get it going. Looks like SYN's missing Tank Killer, which is usually one of their starters, like I was telling you before. He plays the light tank, does a lot of scouting, pretty vocal, good player, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure one usually has a lobby full of 15, but I'm pretty sure, even though they don't have a lobby full of 15 at the moment, I'm still pretty sure they got their top 7. They usually run 7 or 8 guys max. Maybe you'll see a 9th, but usually when you play the finals, you go as a caller myself, you go with the guys that make you feel the most comfortable. The guys that know the spots. Right?
Oh
Who
yeah.
you feel is the best guys you have. So, but SYN's been picking mines a lot this tournament and other tournaments. Whose pick was this? Shouldn't this be one's? I guess
SYN got the first pick, I believe.
Yeah, it's kind of. I would think they.
I thought one would have been.
Well, either way, not a huge deal. But... And what rules set are we playing on this one?
We're playing Team Up, so nation-specific tank lineups.
What, for each attack and defense, right?
Yep. So, let's see, these are kind of small flags. Defense can run American, Japanese, Russian, Italian, Chinese, and I believe Czech. I may be missing one or two in there. And then defense gets British, French, German, Swedish, mercenary. I believe they can run the BZ if they wanted to.
Yeah, it looks like I'm assuming SYN's got a plan. I will say I think last week, even though SYN ended up winning, it looked like one was a little bit more prepared. Like they kind of had more of a plan, right? Mm-hmm. And I have a feeling maybe SYN probably took that a little bit more of a wake-up call, and they're probably going to be a little bit more prepared this week.
Totally see that.
But you can tell by the the naps and the rule picks that one we're doing. It seemed like a couple matches that really caught SYN off guard, right? I would think that probably isn't going to happen as much this week. Right? I'm a little bit more of a plan, but we'll see how it plays out. Either way, I mean, I think might be in for another overtime here. I got a feeling this one's going to be close.
Yeah, I think anytime these guys go together, I mean, you do see that sometimes, one team will get the better of each other and you will see more of a one-sided match, but I think when it comes to the championship and these guys are going to be on top of their game, they're gonna.
Well, this tournament makes it interesting with the rule picks, right? Because you can't prepare for something like that, right? Like there's really no way, like when you have so many maps and so many rule picks, to kind of say, okay, we're gonna play team up minds, they're gonna pick that, right? Usually like when you go in, and you play, a team that you're familiar with, you usually have an idea what they're gonna do. But in this tournament, not so much, So I think it's important to make sure, that your things you cash in and get those victories if you have a plan, right?
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Let's see. Sorry, just got to finish sharing this out for Twitter, and then I'll get the poll posted up, guys. Which by the time you guys see this, we are running a full 10-minute delay to chat. So if you do not get a pretty quick response, just give us about another 9
10
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually the chat's pretty good. Usually they talk amongst themselves, not so much questions at us,
Yeah, the only thing I really hate about running delays of 5-10 is just when people like raid you. Like I feel bad not being able to give them a shout out right then. Okay, we're all shared out. We're good to go. Get to the action. Hey, Sassy, thank you for that resub. Thanks for coming to hang out today.
Oh, we should be getting into this one.
Oh, yeah. I've been waiting on this one all week.
Yeah, it's going to be good. All right, get right into it. Match 1 set the tone. I always think the first match is big. But on the side of 1, we got a VZ, 3 Chieftains, 2 Badge Hats, and a Sturm Tiger. On the side of SYN, we're going to have a 5A, 2 IS7s, 3 CSs, and a V5. So SYN defending here. Interesting, this really kind of, like looking by the lineups, you actually think it would be, opposite, right? In a sense. But we'll see what SYN decides to do here. They do have enough speed to go for this hill if they elect to. 1 CS did get a bad spawn, but it looks like they're going for the hill.
Yep.
Batch hats from 1 are going to the right side, so they will have shots on there right away, but they're going to get the hill, and this is, in any way you cut this, Kellenol, that's not too bad, taking 1 shot out of 3. I think you live with that. But it's very, very tough. Oh, Will.i.am.
Now, Will.i.am.
Oh, they don't even punish him. I think that's a misplay by 1. They have 3 CSs. They're probably all coming. Some win on reload. I think SYN's in a pretty small, strong spot here, to be honest with you. You get the hill. Parko taking a little bit of damage. Magna taking a little bit of damage. They do give it a little bit back to the Bat Chat, though. Both Bat Chats taking some shots, so pretty even trades. But you get that hill on defense, you're gonna see like the position that 1 is in, right? Like you can't really play either caps, right? So they're gonna have to figure out something to do. They got the Storm Tiger at 84, but SYN's main thing now is to really make sure. Maybe they're gonna put a guy in the backside to spot. Make sure you don't bleed health and wait for 1 to have to make a decision, right? So you just have to play the clock if I'm them. Lemur takes a shot leaving, but Vagabond takes a shot giving it to him. The other Bat Chat bleeding, so Alonzo and Vagabond already down to half health. Really poking and taking trades after initial good trades, right? So they'll put Lemur in the back to spot the backside. And SYN in a strong position, right? Because the Storm Tiger isn't really going to be able to push. You're not going to be able to take the hill with the two IS-7s covering. Parko does take another one. This is really just awkward trading here. Will.i.am is going to move out of there. Some blind fires coming out, but Cookie Lord's starting to move a little bit to the back. But really,
so
where
try to push out Vagabond.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I mean, are they gonna go for that?
They're going.
They're going. Parko does take a shot. Vagabond's probably got 4 in the chamber after that shot. I actually like this play. It looks like Alonso's not even gonna be able to help him. Will.i.am going for the ramp. Nope, he likes not to. Takes him out anyway. That was a nice play by SYN. I didn't really.
Yeah, that's a good counter push.
I felt like they could have. Yep, they're gonna take it, but they're gonna go for the hill right now. Fear and Kellen got to be ready for this. Oh, he just
bam.
blows up. Yeah, Bam got Bam, dude. That's it. Trying to make a reaction to the reaction, but Fuki Lord does get some damage in. Magna ends up going down. If they can get Parko out, I was gonna say, and keep, be able to keep the Chieftain's health, and then go up there with Alonso, maybe they can pull this back. But Fuki Lord ends up going down from UV lights, I believe. Fear takes a little bit of damage, but super commanding by SYN. So SYN, instead of wanted to play the clock, they just wanted to take away that, throwing a reaction out of 1. And like I said, the Storm Tiger not really going to be able to do anything when you let them have the hill. So I think your first priority when you attack on mines, usually, unless you're really just going to try to play that B cap, is you got to make sure you control the hill. It's the easier side to get the hill, right? Not enough punish when they went up, and then not enough tanks to go and get them. So we've seen SYN do this before. They did it to Decoy, right, where they just kind of came up, took the hill, and then once they take it, it's too hard to get it back. Kaiser's maybe just going for a big boom here before this one ends. He's going for it.
Trying to get a kill.
They track him.
Oh.
No gun depression in that bad boy. So.
Yeah, all on Alonso. He does get one interference skill right there.
He ain't got enough shells to bring that back, unfortunately. Pretty convincing win by SYN, I think, like I said a million times, but you just can't let him get the hill. But I'll let you do one, and I'll do SYN here, if you don't mind.
Awesome. Alright, over on the one side, Alonso coming out in his bat chat with 2486. Ledzio in the Chieftain with 1 kill, 1670. Jed Zonko in the Chieftain with 1563. Vagabond in the bat chat, 1158. Fuki Lord in his VZ, 977. Bam in that Chieftain with 344. And Koza in the Sturm, unfortunately not connecting.
Yeah, tough, like I said. Tough spot for him to play there, really nothing he can do. But on the side, as soon you got Kellen and CS, who's able to take the hill, 1 kill, just shy of 4,200 damage. And Parko in his IS-7, 2950 out of him holding that angle. And then Fear, the other CS on top of the hill, 1 kill, just shy of 1,800 damage. And then UV in his V5, who was playing the back, 2 kills, 1750 out of him. And then Will.i.am, who was able to do that push with Lemur to get the bad chat out of the corner, 2 kills, just shy of 17 for him. And then the 5A who went with him, 1 kill, just shy of 16 from him. And then Magnet is IS-7, able to get a couple pins, close to 900 damage out of him. So everybody on SYN really just doing the par, playing the angles, played the clock, then made the really correct play to just knock out the bad chat. He had no help over there, so they just went and got him. That was a little shiro for that one. So see if one can rebound after that.
Yeah, Sizer Swap just waiting on the type picks to come up. You got a low chat. Dorf, Wizzy, the Randy Duck, Silent. Welcome to the stream, guys. Glad y'all could make it out today. Low keys out there.
Randy's already recruiting people to have a drink with him next year.
Oh, that's right. The last time we streamed, it was his birthday.
He's trying to get people to go to Tank Fest. I think Tank Fest just happened, man. You got a while.
That would be fun to go to.
Yeah, I think they only do it over there though. Like we don't have one on the American side.
No. But I mean, think of the vacation you'd have. I know there's a place out in Texas where, I mean, if you were pretty rich, you can, they have a resort, they have like a huge safari, like, wildlife preservation. Got rhinos, just all kinds of animals, giraffes, zebras. But you can go fire tanks, howitzers, you can drive tanks. They have a full tank course set up, crash cars, shoot gun. I mean, it's insane what they have set up out there. It's extremely expensive.
That's what we call Texas, man. You know? But I'm a long way from Texas. This other thing, you know, I think sometimes we don't realize like how big America is compared, you know.
Oh yeah, it's
big place.
Man, I'm not used to this extra long delay. The stream still hasn't played the first match.
It's good enough.
Alright, here come up the picks from one. I do think this specific rule, only being able to pick from select nations, does kind of get you on how fast you can pick tanks sometimes.
Yeah, it throws you off. I mean, unless you're the team was prepared for it, right? Like I said, I think if one can get this one, they can, you know, split SYN's map pick and rule. I think that's kind of a win. I think this match is pretty big.
Go.
Getting right into this one. So, on the side of SYN, we got two VZs, two Chieftains, EVP, and Avery and Panther. So interesting lineup out of that. And then on the side of one, we have two Type 5s, two IS4s, two CSs, and an E4. Electing not to take, well, I guess now they can't take this time, so we're going to go with good old trusty E4 instead. We'll see what one elects to do. I mean, this is pretty much a more kind of sit back, wait for them to make a play. Rampans are going right. They're going to try to spot Vagabond going here, I believe. They do spot him. Do we have Punish?
You get Punish.
This one. Alonzo. Oh, he's dead. He ate it all. He just ate it all. They do get one into Alonzo, so not only do they get a full tank, they also get one into Alonzo. And usually when you see a light tank, you kind of know that that's coming when you're playing defense, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately, by the time he knew it was coming, it was too late. Boogie Lord also taking a shot. And SYN's giving it to him today. I mean, that's pretty early. Magna caught out.
Ooh.
Magna caught out some good pins. Alonso not able to make it happen on that pin.
Hey, Demon, thanks for that raid, man. Really appreciate it, bud.
See what SYN likes to do here. The Type 5s are moving up. I mean, one's type 5.
One.
Yeah, that happens. Sometimes I get confused. And they got that CS out quick. I don't know if the TVP got shots in or
I don't know.
they just
I mean,
all
I
gave
just
it to
saw.
them.
Yeah.
I saw the first one miss, and I was like, oh man, maybe they're not gonna get him. And it was just bang, 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 bang. Right?
I thought he still had a chance when he was down to 800, but
Once they got his track, it just completely just turned him and stopped him. Right? When you get stopped going 70, you know, kind of twist your tank, and then you got to get it all back going again straight. Not ideal. Even with losing that the HP because of the light tank and them having type 5s is still really, really close. Losing a tank is so critical. The other thing is SYN doesn't really have necessarily the tanks to go and get that one line anyway. So one's still able to secure the one line with the one tank. The only one downside about that, Lima's on fire.
fire.
Oh, he crosses, trying to get to that spot. Unfortunately, he was a guy who all the attention was on. So we got Lemur 1 and Magnus Flow. So one's pulling us back. We kind of saw this new in Ghost Town. Like they'll battle until the end. So.
Oh no, Mr. APC on the backside is just gonna go straight into 2 top 5s. Oh, he gets a fire on Lezio though.
Wow. He's having a good game. Oh, and they don't get a pin. Oh, yes they do. They're able to get the turrets around, able to get APC out. They're going for the hill now.
Yep. Now we did
just battling everything he can, bouncing shots, doing as much damage as he can. He does get one into Park before he goes down and got a pin. So that was pretty good out of Fuki Lord. Alonso takes a major punish right there. Trying to get damage in. I think he just got hit by three or four tanks. I was gonna say it wasn't so bad until Alonso took that damage, but the only downside for one now is that you got a full health type 5 and you got an E4, but now that you CS took that damage, you don't where you're gonna go, right? You ain't gonna be moving around too fast. You got a 6v4 with actually the 4 tanks having more health, ironically enough. I will say, I think the next decision by SYN is going to be make or break. Right? They have to find a way to create pressure and create angles without giving them a tank. Because if one can somehow get a tank, or they make a little bit of a mistake here, and you lose that 2-tank advantage, I think you're just going to flip the whole match. But it looks like Parko is coming in. TVP, I'm a fan of TVP. I don't know about on this map, but
I get mixed reviews on it.
we got cap pressure from Parko, and we'll see how one elects to handle this. Alonso has to stay alive over there. Like goes without saying. Type 5 is going to move up together. Looks like they're going to put the full health Type 5 in the front. I believe that's the play. They don't have anything over to punish, but they do have Magna coming over here. So when they YOLO Magna will have form. I actually think maybe they should put another tank with Magna and hold the hill with
They
them.
are
There's no way they're
rotating
going to get the
Alonso?
hill. Yep. I would actually like to see UVs or Fear or Cal, just one of them go to where Magna is, or go on another angle for one. Right, so to make sure it's double punish, because Kellen's gonna have a tough time where he is at this moment. UV's ready. UV is pride on that hill like it's his job. But here they come. Alonso, crashes and saves him, but doesn't save him long enough. I don't know why he was honestly going for that spot either. I think he should have just stayed at K3 or stay where he was, because now you're letting Fear and Lemur just go for free on that side. Once Parko gets spotted, the E4 will nail him. The E4 does. There's your reset. Now they really should just commit to a tank and try to get him out if you're one. Unfortunately, they get taken out. Goes on reload. Does get Parko. Parko did get a couple shots before he went down, and he did his job, right? Got the cap pressure, got this happening. Because Alonso moved and died, now they're behind Koza. They had free reign there. So One kind of did have enough tanks to hold it, but I think that was a bad decision. That will do it. SYN pretty commanding right there.
Oh yeah.
Hit that tank right away, really hurt him, but how it plays out.
Yeah. Well, over on one side, Koza in that E4 coming out with 1 kill, 38-19. Lezio in the top 5, 2 kills, 2003. Buki Lord in the IS4, 1778. Jay Zonko in the IS4, 1697. Alonzo in the CS, 872. Bam in the top 5 with 585. And Vagabond in the CS just unfortunately focused out. Some serious focus fire.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for him to happen, but you hate to see that in the finals match, right? You gotta have a heads up when you see the light tank on the other team. But on the side of SYN, you got Kellen as VZ, 3 kills, 3,900 damage. It's a big game out of a VZ. Beer is Avery, 3450, so maybe he had a couple pins in there. And then you got UV Lights in his Chieftain, 1 kill, 3050 out of him. And then Magnet, his other Chieftain, 1 kill, 2660 out of him. And then Lemur and his VZ, 2 kills, 1350 out of him. And then APCR and his Rambands, who did do that spotting, got the full CS, was able to set a type on fire. Unfortunately, when he tried to go to that backside to get over that side, they ended up getting him out, but he already kind of did his damage by that point. And then you have Parko in his PvP, was able to get the cap pressure, just 3 pins out of him, 900 damage. But even the guys that didn't do a lot of damage had the spotting damage, and it's kind of the same thing on both sides of the lines. Like SYN played with all 7 guys, and then one kind of last kind of 3 guys in the list. Not so much out of them. Makes it really, really hard to win. So SYN came in with a plan. That was their pick. It was their rules. They made that happen.
What you were saying earlier about Tank Fest, I Am Dara said American Tank Fest is probably just taking a leisurely drive through Texas.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably the pretty wild state down there. But I've never actually been there, so I don't really know, but I mean, we got a bunch of tank museums and, battleships all over the place and stuff. But
I think the prediction messed up. On. Guys, I'm gonna restart the prediction.
we got to restart on the prediction, huh?
Yeah, like it already cut off. I set it to 30 minutes, but it was already over. Like, I don't know what happened. Okay, guys, so prediction is restarting. Sorry about that. It shouldn't have returned anybody's channel points.
On the plus side, if it doesn't, you can't do anything with them anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta find something to set them up for.
I'm waiting for the one channel to have them. I mean, what options do you have, though, right? Is there other options?
There's not, I mean, I don't know, like part of me's like, okay, I could set a whole bunch of stuff like pop-ups and stuff to come up, but do you want to be watching this like competitive stream and have a bunch of pop-ups come up during it, like and distract,
Do I? No, but I can't speak for anybody else.
I don't know, like it's really hard for me to like think of like what to really use them for. But sorry about that prediction, guys. It should be set for a full 20 minutes now, so predict away. Alright, so we're going to Murovanka, caliber control. Well, no, wait. Murovanka, no lot weights. Or lot weights.
And as you can kind of see, like, one's map, one's pick. They got all their tanks up, right? Kind of just like last time, you're kind of waiting for the other guys to kind of figure out exactly what they want to do. Not having a light tank can be pretty big on this.
Yeah,
but I also
four
think
super
last
heavies
couple
too.
times, last time I've seen SYN play Mural, they look very, very strong. So I'm gonna see how it plays out. We'll see if one's got a plan for this to pull this back. I said last time, I think they're in a little bit of a hole here. Like you don't want to go down 2-0. They really wanted to get that last one, and then we're just able to get some tanks. Well, you said no lightweights?
Well, that's what they put in chat, but it's lot weights. No lot tanks. I think I have 4 super heavies. No, they can have a lot tank.
Oh no, they have to have 4 super.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah.
It's whatever. Okay.
Yep. I got confused because he wrote caliber control first, and then it was like, wait, no, wrong rule. But yes, just no lot weights. Right, let's see, they can run the IS-4, E100, Miles, Panzer 7, the VK, Top 560, 215B, or the OBJ 705A.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate this rule. I did. I mean, it's just like the IS-4 is such a good tank, but then with the way that gun depression it works, it really hurts it. But we're gonna actually see the 215B fit the heavy tank.
Yes, it does.
It does, really.
It's on the list. I don't know, Dave, if you're still in chat, did you go by weight for the super heavies? Was it by weight, or I don't remember what the criteria was, but yep, it's on the list.
I'll get them right into this one. We got on the side of one, we got 4 IS-4s, 2 CSs, and a light tank, and then on the side of SYN we got the recently buffed 215B. We've been seeing it here and there. IS-7, 3 IS-4s, bad chat, and a CS. So SYN electing to play defense without a light tank. I'm just gonna say this. I think light tank's gonna play a major role in this one. One is electing to send. It looks like all 4 IS-4s to this. No, one's going. Okay, so we're gonna have. Okay, so we got 2 IS-4s. They're gonna try to hold this other side, and they're gonna go play that. Marco in that pattern spot. Man is going to move up here, try to get eyes, take this building. Marco's going to be in an IS-7 spot. People have been using forever. And I think it's going to be tough for them to get out Parco with just CS.
Yeah.
Maybe the IS-4s can get some heaters in? I don't know. I think that's a tough task, but we'll see how it plays out. No big guns. How
aggressive is Mac to get him right here?
Oh, I mean, he can, right? Because they don't have any clippers to just go in and get them. Bouncing shot there. If their CSs and 215Bs can be on top of the hill and not be spotted, they can cover Magna pretty good. And as I say, that they get one of the IS-4. So Magna's just going to be a nuisance there. So I actually like this play by SYN because really what it's creating is that you're going to have to either they're going to ignore Magna or they're going to have to go through them, right? The way one plays, they're probably going to want to try to go through them, right? And then if they want to go through them, then what do they have to do? They're going to have to take damage to go through them, and then they're going to have to then go through Parco, right? So Fugilord needs to get some information. He gets that Parco's there. This also makes it so when you go to the field, right, you can't just leave. Right, with like the heavy tanks that are here, the IS-4s, they can't just go to the other side and play A with Magna here. Yeah, I think this is throwing one off a little bit, but they got some time. But if you're going to have to play the cap, you usually want to try to get on the cap with at least, I would say, 4 minutes, 3 minutes left, right? Otherwise, it gets a little bit dicey with that. People sometimes get lucky with blind resets. They know where to shoot.
Hey, Bash Guns, Legio, and TC, thank you for those follows.
I think you're about, what do you need, 150 left, Beaver, to get where you want to be,
151.
right?
Oh yeah, 151 left. Getting close.
Kellen does take a shot, but first shot of damage took you 3.5 minutes to do it. They gotta. It doesn't look like to me one knows what to do. To be honest with the tanks they have, I'm not sure I would know what to do. There's a lot of pings coming out. I don't know who's pinging, but there's pings going everywhere. I know you're on the opposite side. Kellen does take another shot. He took that blind too.
Oh. Yeah, I can't see any of the pings you're pinging, or you're seeing.
He just missed about 7 of them. I think he just pinged himself out to that. Oh, so that timeout ping thing, I know this is off topic. That timeout ping thing's gotta go from training rooms. Right? Drives me insane. Maybe that's just me. Also, your pings shouldn't count if the pings don't go through, if that makes sense too. But, you know, people load in for old Xboxes. If you ping the map, they count that one too. Either way. That's my little rant. We'll get back to the game here. Almost halfway through here, and one able to half health Kellen. A little bit more than half health, but that's it, right? Like, they haven't found, doesn't look like to me they know which cap they want to play. They're just going to hold that other side, and they're still going to try to come over here to, looks like Fugula is going to come back to do this A cap, but time's ticking, man. It does take a little bit, 300 damage out of CS over there. A little bit of a low roll. I'm sure he's got the 5% on his tank, so. Fugula trying to spot him again, but doubt Magnus going to give him that shot again. One CS looks like he's going to go to the side of A. Nope, now he's driving to the middle. They got to do something here. They're getting to the point where they're not going to be able to cap, and the thing is, like, for them to kill Parko and get like Kellen, who's going to be in the back now, you need to get on the cap because that's your way of winning, right? Like, you're not going to be able to YOLO into then at all, and you're not really going to be able to kill them all with the time that's left on the clock by the time you get there. So. This light tank's gotta, they gotta do something, get them on a cap. Like, spotting Magna here is all nice and good, but like nothing's really happened. They're trying to create angles to get shots on them and get them out. Kind of surprised I didn't see the IS-4s go down here earlier, but they're there, they're looking for shots on him now. But they're probably gonna have to contest with that 2 buildings that are in his way. And being an IS-4 is a little bit annoying, so kind of their rule set, kind of playing against him because they can't pin his IS-4. Like, this light tank's gonna have a super hard time pinning that.
Almost down to the 3-minute mark. Looks like he's just gonna go or just trade another angle. Like he might go to the cap. Or not.
No, they're gonna jump. They're gonna jump man here with the TSs. But I hate to say it, I think they're about 3 minutes late. I think Fear's gonna get some damage going off over here. We'll see as they come through this little gap between the thing they should have. Oh, a miss. Oh, a couple misses. They do get to the buildings to get back now. They do get them out. They actually did that pretty well. A couple misses out of SYN. But like I said, I think they waited too long to do that because now they have to, you know, go through Parko. Right? Alonso, oh, this is risky by Alonso. See if he gets away with this. Got Fugilord on cap. Alonso takes one. And reload. Vagabond's going to now follow Alonso. I really like to see them go together. I know he's going to hold the angle to cover. Alonso does get there. Kellen now reverse going, trying to get down to that, go down the one line to take Alonso's angle away, most likely through the cap to force him to have to move up. We lured on cap. So now, they're starting to get a little bit of damage on Parko. It's a pretty good shot if Alonso hit that from that angle.
Yes, he did.
Oh, IS4 is now coming in. One doing a very good job of what they're doing right now. Would have liked to see him do it earlier, but they might actually make me look stupid and actually make this work. Parko, 14 health. Get him out, get him out. Unfortunately, that 14 health cost about 1,000 health on one of their IS4s. But silent bouncing shots. Gets tracked on that ridge, though. Alonso coming to spot him. They're trying to cut off this angle because Lemur's going to have to just go for the cap. They have. Fear is now going to go behind Lemur. It's a good play. They got to focus Fear. They have to focus Fear.
Oh, he's down. He's down for one shot.
Does Vagabond get him? He does. Now they got to focus Lemur.
IS4 is trying to run blocker a little bit.
They need to just shoot him instead of trying to run in front of him. They got him.
They got to reset.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They end up taking him out. Now they can stack the cap a little bit. The IS4 will be spotted, be automatic resets, but won't really matter. You got the IS4 over here trying to have a 1v1 against will.i.am, but Kellen's not going to let him do the 1v1. No respect for the 1v1 here. I mean, one used, I would say, pretty much every second they had to on the clock and did exactly what they needed to do to win this match. I'm pretty impressed by that. It was pretty good. I liked how they got Magna. Maybe a couple missed shots, unfortunate. I like the way Alonso went. I like the way they used the IS4 to get the IS7 out. Right, the punish was good. They were underneath. Now one guy was really out of the fight. They pulled the other IS4 to make one of the guys from the ridge and Kellen have to go kill him. So excellent job by one out of that one. And on the side of one's going to be all you. Big game. Big game.
Oh yeah. All right, overall one, Vagabond NSCS, 3 kills, 48.07. Great game out of him with a 1930 assisted. Koza in the IS4, 31.78. Jed Zonko in the IS4, 25.87. Alonso in that CS with 22.04. Ledzio in the IS4 with 13.04. Silent in the IS4 with 8.25. And Fuki Lord in that LT, 2 kills, 7.99.
Yep, and on the side of SYN, we got the Lemur and his 215B 1 kill. Just over 2,300 damage out of him, and Fear My Skill in his CS, just over 2,300 damage out of him. UV Lights in his IS4, 2,150 out of him. Kellen in his batch out, able to give 1,450. And then will.i.am in his IS4, 1,300, and then Magna in his IS4, who really just was a nuisance. If he could have been a nuisance for another 40 seconds, I think we're having a different conversation here, right? Just one pin out of him, 1,479. And then Parko in his IS7, unfortunately not able to get any damage out, but did get a little bit of assistance. Not really there to do damage, but... So, kind of like the, really like to play by one now.
Oh yeah, that was...
But I'm kind of
a...
surprised. I really thought, like, when that hit 3 minutes...
I was getting worried. Hey, Vishal, man, thank you for that sub. Really appreciate that. Nightmare and Lawrence, thank you for those follows as well, man. Really appreciate those.
Alright, see if one can slowly pull this back. One was really quick on picking their attack lineup, like they knew exactly what they want to do, and it's like it doesn't seem like they had the defensive side.
Oh, here we go. Tanks coming up from 1.
Yep. No light tank out of set. Right. So that's interesting.
Mm.
I mean, I think even if you don't necessarily want to play the other side, sometimes you want a light tank just to give the illusion that you can play the other side, right?
Right.
One, taking the light tank.
And just waiting on the last 3 super heavies to come up on one side.
Yep. We still need another tank after that. That's alright, they'll figure it out. There they go. Looks like a couple of people have left the room from one.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. They are a few short now.
They're not short, I mean, they just don't have the guys that are just usually in the lobby.
Well, I'm used to seeing like a full side from 1, so.
Yeah, they usually pack this in. Especially EU times. Alright, here we go. Big match. Alright, so on the side of SYN we got 2 215Bs, a Chieftain, 2 IS-4s, 2 CSs. On the side of 1 we got 4 IS-4s, 2 CSs, and a light tank. So same exact lineup out of 1 after all that time.
Yeah. Now I'm seeing a lot of A-pings already.
So am I. Oh, and a big ping. I got a big ping too. I think 1 is doing kind of the same defense as SYN just did. Oh, we'll see if Koza stops here at the building or if he keeps going up. Spooky Lord gets spotted by Spot Sphere going in. Fear not able to hit that in monkey mode, or what I call monkey mode, turbo mode, whatever you want to call it. Kellen spotted coming in. They know they're doing this right away. They have to find a way to get this reset. 40 seconds on the clock. Spooky Lord going the outside. Magnet's out there in the 215B. UV lights coming down the 4 to cut this off for Koza. You got will.i.am on the coverage over top. Alonzo taking a shot. They're electing to come in this way, and this will be interesting.
Oh, Jed going full sand right here.
Yeah, no, they're all going full send. Fear eating it. Fear goes
Good
down.
focus.
They're ignoring Matt. Yeah, they're ignoring him. I like where Vagabond stayed. I like where he stayed a lot. I think this is an interesting play from him. Kellen gets him. Kellen's 1 now. Kellen ends up going down. Now you got a 3v2 over here. will.i.am's got to get into the fight. He is taking shots on top of the ridge from the IS-4 in the middle. They do get Koza to go down. Got a complete fight on the brawl. Alonzo ends up going down. Now it's a 2v2. Vagabond came out of the house, so he took one from will.i.am. will.i.am's going to come in here with a Chieftain and really be able to do a lot of damage. Vagabond does get tracked. He can't move at all. Lemur looking for a shot on him. Will gets one. Lemur probably kills Vagabond here. No, he bounces off his upper plate. Silence has got to get Parko out. Like, just get this guy out.
Yeah, he's got to go.
And he's
he
bouncing.
bounced.
This 215B buff, I guess. will.i.am now taking shots for him. Should have had him out. They do end up getting Magna, but leaving Parko alive for this long is, nope, they get him from beyond, Hail Mary out there. Yeah. But I mean, this guy's in between crossfire, bouncing shots. Maybe he can get one more into will.i.am if he bounces another one. He does not. So now we got, Ledzio way too low health to make this work against UV lights. Unless Fuki can just sit here and do some damage, but DPM in the T100 LT just is what it is. It's not that great. I think the Chieftain's mobility and just DPM really just, as soon as he got there, he was just handing it out. Complete brawl on the cap. Madden made him come all the way out to get him. They track him right there. He ends up going down. This will go to SYN. So this gives them a 3-1 lead. And that was a little bit close, but like I said, I think once that Chieftain got there, he was just giving it to everybody because of the rule set. He was the guy that could, right? A lot of ones all you, Beaver.
Now over on the one side, Footy Lord in that LT, 1 kill, 2609. Ledzy on the IS4, 1 kill, 2352. Vagabond in the CS, 2296. Silent in the IS4, 1 kill, 2037. Zonko in the IS4, 1491. Alonzo in the CS, 1134. And Koza in the IS4, 1 kill, 1018.
Up on the side of SYN, we got Will.i.am and his Chieftain, 2 kills. Just shy of 3,800 monster game out of him. Lemur in his IS4, 1 kill, 2,900 out of him. And UV Lights in his IS4, 3 kills, 2,900 out of him. So those guys really handing out 6 kills right there. And then Parko in his 215B, able to do 2250. And then Madden in his 215B, 1950 out of him. And then everybody who wasn't on the cap really doing exactly what they need to do. And then the guys on the cap were still able to get a kill. Kellen did get a kill with 900 damage, and if you're able to get a couple pins, 760 out of him, but they forced them to do that. I'll say it's looking pretty good for SYN, because watching these guys play, I will say this, I think SYN usually gets better as the games go on, and I would say, like with these two guys, these two teams playing, usually one kind of struggles a little bit more towards the end against them as they get better, so this is looking pretty good. I'm assuming that this is SYN's pick, map pick, and what rules do we have? Do we know?
Looks like we're going to heavy metal.
That's the same rule, right? Oh, it can't be the same.
No. Heavy metal, every vehicle selected must be a heavy tank.
Oh, okay. So just, okay. All heavy tanks.
Looks like tank picks are coming up very quickly for this one.
Because last time we saw, I think, one picked this and they kind of had a plan for getting out Magna, and they kind of had their own little scheme going. So we'll see. One's going to have to brawl their way back into this one. I would say SYN definitely, I would say, you know, they're definitely in the driver's seat at this moment in time.
Here we go.
Alright, so getting right into this one. On the side of one, we got a VZ, 2 Type 5 Heavies, 2 E5s, and 2 T58s. And on the side of SYN, we have a Chieftain, 2 E5s, 2 T57s, and 2 IS4s. So SYN electing to go with the T57, and one electing to go with the T58. I will say, if the 58 works, it's nasty, right?
Yes.
But you got to make it work. And I know the T57 receives, I think, a little bit of a dispersion buff, or it's supposed to be more accurate. See how it plays out. I think the T57 is probably more of a safer bet, match to match, but like I said, The 58 just got TD damage on a heavy tank. It's absurd if it just punches in. It's a lot of damage you could take in 15, 14, 15 seconds. To be honest with you, I think it's too much. I think the game's getting a little crazy with this damage and how fast and how accurate everything is, but that's my 2 cents. I'll keep that for another day.
Hey, Dar, thank you for that sub.
E58's on top of the hill for 1 here. SYN in a pretty typical defense. E1, A3, looking to spot the hill, get the cross, A5, 3 guys kind of guarding 1. They don't have anybody up top on the 1. So let's go, every time you post, there's going to be nobody coming. Not at the moment, at least. So they're trying to kind of set up an ambush here with Parko and the T-58s where they kind of go and they'll be in crossfire, and they're hoping they're going to be able to do enough damage and buy enough time if they go to B to get the rest of the troops in there. Nobody taking any damage at all. 2 minutes off the clock. I think be interesting. I mean, if they had somebody to spot Koza where he is, he could take some damage there. But I think one's plays. The unfortunate thing is that for 1, because SYN is elected to take the heavy metal rule, all heavy tanks, they're gonna have a problem knowing where all these guys are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, their play is to really just get Magna out, but they don't even know he's there. They're trying to do some damage to Will I Am, but I don't think Will's gonna give it to him. I would actually like to see Vagabond go to the next win. Move down that G line a little bit. Koza is spotted. I don't know who's spotting him, but he's spotted.
I don't know. Was it Parko?
I don't know. I don't see how you can.
Like, that would have to be a proxy, if anything. I don't know.
That can't be. That's too far. Will I Am is spotted from the pipes. They spot each other. There's sometimes I've noticed when people get spotted, I can't figure out what's going on. Because if it was a proxy,
he's lit again right here.
Right? Oh, it's A5. It's A5. A5 does have an angle on top of that. Ooh,
oh!
Blind shot. The guy's spot is the guy doing the damage. Fear does give him 1 back. But now they know Magna's there, right? I don't know. Could A5 spot like where he is? Maybe he's got line of sight in some spots through that little crack up there, but going right to the top. But for an IS-4 to be spotting, your camera's gonna be pretty bad in that defense. They know Magna's there, or they should. They obviously don't know if he stayed, but I mean they know he's there, and I think your 2 types have got to go get him out, and that's their play. Right? Obviously, bird's eye view, but those are still spotted.
Looks like we're gonna see Vagabond and the E5 start pushing Banana.
Yeah, see, they're doing this blind, and this is what I think SYN wants. T-58s are not going to be able to rotate fast enough, and oh no, they're going into the courtyard. Because the thing is, like, if they see Parko and go for him, they're going to get hit so hard in the back. And then if they see the T-57s, they're going to eat it to the face with Parko just free farming. So the way that SYN's set up here, this is just, crossfire 101, right? Pick your poison while the other guys farm you. But they haven't committed to that yet. I mean, one did a really nice job. Foogie Lord does take a little bit of damage. One did a really nice job on Miro, using the clock and using everything to their advantage, but Whole team's just moving around.
Yeah.
One just moving around unspotted, but they don't have any idea where SYN is. They know where Fear is and they know where Magna is. People are taking another shot from Will.i.am. So Will.i.am really working at you. They're gonna go right into the little trap. They're going right into the trap and they're not even going together. They keep going. This is gonna be bad for one right here. He's looking around. He doesn't see anybody. Oh, and there it is. And now you're in crossfire
fire.
and you're on fire. He's just dead. Absolutely dead. Melted. Alonso's just going to get melted. Kellen and UV will come off. Now you see APCR and Fear. Didn't even waste any time. They're coming right in. Type 5s are coming in, but like I said, that crossfire misses out of the T-58s from the top. They need to cut off this line. Another bounce. UV's got to make this clip happen. They get Alonso. Not able to get him. Vagabond's coming in from the back, but unfortunately for him, he only has 1,000 damage in this clip, and he's going to be on reload for 18 seconds. He's going to try to get UV out, but even if he does not get him out. Alonso one shot coming in to help him, but he just lost all his health, and Alonso ends up going down. Will.i.am's going to flank, kill Vagabond, and now you have one who's going to be trapped over here, and they still have Parko alive, battling for his life. Koza won't even get him because he ends up getting shot in the back by Fear. It took a completely different angle. Parko ends up finally going down, but just way too late. Ledzio just got toasted right there. Focused and toasted. Type 5 heavy, last guy in the chopping block as far as this side goes. Fuki Lord on the other side of the map, 1v1 in Magna, and Magna looks like he's getting a little bit of best of him, but Fuki did take damage before it started. But Magna take him out? No, he bounces. He's looking at him now. Oof. He ate it there. And Magna ends up taking him out. They went right into Finish Trap. Like, their play was to take the Type 5s and get Magna out, in my opinion, and even though you don't have necessarily a concealment thing to tank that was your best bet. You had the hill, they would have had to come into you to try to get a reset, and they went right into where they wanted them to go. And that is pushing blind and unfortunately pushing into the wrong spot. But Beaver scores all you on one.
Over on one, Fuki Lord in that top 5 with 1874. Alonso the E5 with 1759. Ledzio in that 58 with 1 kill, 1492. I am in the top 5 heavy with 1 kill, 1193. Koza in the T58 with 710. Vagabond in that 55 with 439. And Jed in that E5, unfortunately falling into that trap, those T57 heavy.
Yeah, he ate it hard. Fire, everything, just you die quick. But T57 just shooting at you. But on the side of SYN, we got Kellen in his T57, 2 kills, 3,900 damage. Park on his E5, who was just looked unkillable there for majority of the time. 3,100 damage out of him. Will.i.am in his Chieftain, 2 kills, 2,330 out of him. And then Fear My Skill in his IS4, 1 kill, just shy of 2,300 damage. Magna is IS4, 1950 out of him with a kill. Mr. A.B. Soren is E5, 1 kill, 1850 out of him. And then UV Lights in his T57 heavy, 1150 out of him. I guess just not pinning as many shots as Kellen did. Kellen ended up actually going 10 for 10 right there.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage real quick. Plus,
Shots
I'm pretty sure he must have been the guy got a fire. But I would say, SYN's still in the driver's seat, now just going a little bit faster. If one wasn't kicking themselves last week when they kind of had the upper hand, they are definitely kicking themselves now. I felt like they really had a chance to actually take home the championship last week. Kind of, lack of a better term, kind of threw it a couple of matches. Doesn't look like SYN wants to give them that opportunity again. We got 4-1 now. See how this one plays out. But if it's going to happen for one now, I have to say, I think it's got to happen this match. I think if they go down, I don't see them coming back if they lose this one. Sorry to say, but I just don't see it happening. But if they win this and then it's their map pick and they They have a plan. I can see them being able to pull this back. Because they're brawling, pinning shots is fine. It's just the last match is pushing, not knowing where you're going. It can work, but it can also go very, very badly.
There we go. Let's see if one can turn it around.
Alright, so on the side of this one, SYN, 2 E5s, 1 T58, 2 T57s, IS-7 and IS-4, and on the side of the one we got 3 VZs, Chieftain, and 3 IS-4s. Interesting bringing 3 VZs on defense. See what they're going to do with them. I've seen them make this work, and I've seen them not make it work, right? So, Bam's not moving. Oh, Bam's off now. I mean, you still like SYN taking the bad chat out of the hands made it really, really tough for them to attack. So we'll see. Magnet gets spotted. Gonna stop right there. They are sending 3 to the hill. Looks like 2 on banana and 2 in the back line over here. Looks like one's trying to get a trap with VZs, but they do spot Koza.
They're just going to get aggressive, push Magna out right here, are they?
Going. I actually like this play, but they got to do it, right?
There they go.
The T57s are out. There's nobody can help them on the hill. Magna on fire. I believe the AA tried to turn and run. Will.i.am. They do end up getting him. They need to just keep going and get Will.i.am. Koza's got to stop taking damage. They need to get Will.i.am before these T57s get here. And I don't know. Alonso's got to get. They're waiting too long. They're going into crossfire again with T57s. It's like a repeat. They got more tanks than you have IS-4s here. Now Alonso's coming. The VZs from the other side can't cross that line because of the hill. UV Lights goes flying off the hill and kills himself.
Oh no, I missed it.
That was not the play. He
Will's
literally
dead.
just tried to come all the way down, and he just needed to hold that angle, maybe lag, we don't know. But now Kellen's on, just comes off a reload. Alonso trying to get him out. Why is nobody pushing with him? Like, now they're looking up to shoot the hill. They're just letting this guy fight by himself. Whatever.
Yeah, he does have Koza coming in.
Yeah, he's got Koza coming in behind them. They were going to get him out. I mean, they were in a position where they could eat that clip, no big deal. Shooting and fighting up on the hill. Now they just got to go get these guys on top of the hill. I don't know if UV... Oh, well, Parko doing the UV lights. But he does it better.
Survived, though.
Yep. That's how you do it. He did that perfectly. Alright, well, I think one needed this one. It's pretty convincing. That was really strong. I mean, I got a little bit of critical when they kind of stopped pushing. They kind of went into T57 crossfire again, but it didn't look like UV was able to get his T58 to look down and just went sliding. But they're in a position where, you know, you just shake that one off. Not that big of a deal, but 5-1 is all you, baby.
Yeah, over on the one side, Fooky Lord in that IS-4, 1 kill, 28-28. Alonso in the Chieftain, 1 kill, 28-14. Lezio in the IS-4, 1 kill, 26-17. Koza in that VZ, 1 kill, 2200 even. Vagabond in that VZ with 2 kills, 15-22. Bam in the VZ with 10-25. And Blanco in the IS-4, 794.
Yeah, very nicely done. Kind of a little bit of a blind push, but, you know, sometimes you just catch tanks out. Like, they were all spread out. 3 on the hill, 2 in the back. Able to get 2 tanks relatively for free. On the side of SYN here, we have Lemur in his T57, 2350 out of him. Parko in his E5, just shy of 2K, and able to make the hill slide down, if that's worth anything. And then Kellen in his T57, only able to get 2 pins. 834 out of him, and then UV Lights, T58, able to get 1 pin, 750, and then unfortunately not as good as Parko sliding down the hill. Fear my skill in his E5, only 1 pin, 360 out of him, and then Will.i.am and Magna got set on fire with guys on the chopping block, not able to get anything done. But if you're SYN, you just shake that off. They kind of yolled you blind, right? They caught you. their map pick, you still split it.
Yep.
But one needed that, man. I think that was a huge match for them. So let's see. It's going to be their pick, and they need to get these two. This is going to determine whether maybe we're going to see overtime.
Still waiting on that map pick to come in.
The T-57s were quick on reacting to that, and I kind of was like deja vu flashback of the match before, and I was like, man, are these guys going to get pumped? But IS-4 is really able to handle the shots a little bit better than the E-5s, and SYN just had no way of getting those guys off the hill into the fight. Aggro defense on Himmel's defense. Like it.
Blind aggression push, man. It works.
I think I've been saying it for a little while. Some of the guys know that I play with. I think aggro's the way to go on Himmel's defense. I feel like if you wait a lot of times, unless obviously like we saw where they don't know where you are, it's tough, right? Because your tanks are just so slow to get help, right? And you're really relying on 3 or 4 guys to fight 7 or 6 or 7 guys by themselves. It's a lot to ask.
Oh, here we go. Prog, it's a trap.
It's a trap is no light tanks, right?
Yes.
I knew it would be no light tanks sooner or later.
It's going to be interesting to see what they have in mind here. No light tanks on Prog.
I feel like defense has an advantage with this rule. But we'll see. I mean, Proc I think is probably the biggest staple in comp, right? It's just it's a simple trading map. Bottom, figure out where you're gonna push them. Win your trades in the beginning. Right? I think you win your trades on Proc, the peaks and the poke, everything. A lot easier, even depending on your panicking. So.
I don't remember if I called this, but Reach and Shifty Key, thank you for those follows. Oh, guys, and keep in mind, as always, we will be rating somebody after the streams. Stay tuned for that.
Alright, so on the side of one here we have 4 chieftains, a batch hat, 2 CSs, and on the side of SYN we have 3 chieftains, IS-7 batch hat, CS, and a Sturb. So, like I said, I think defense has got a little bit of an advantage here, especially I think the Sturb helps with that advantage. I think the buff really helps. Like, one's gonna have a tough time getting him out if he knows how to play that bad boy. And looks like they're sending a lot of people on the other side of tracks. I don't think one's gonna expect this. I don't think anybody would. Oh no, they're sitting. Yep, they're doing the. They're gonna hide the Sturb in this back corner. We've seen this play before. People kind of stopped doing it, but they're gonna hide the SYN back here. They're gonna hide the chieftain in front of them, and then they're going to leave these two to get reset. So I like this play. It's really effective if your heavies can keep the health and then use their health to trade for resets. It's super effective way to play it. And if they try to YOLO him with that stir being back there, nothing really going to be able to necessarily pin him. He's actually going to be in this corner. He should be in a divot where you can't even shoot him from the A line down the A line. So he's kind of in like a little bit of a hole here that blocks him from being shot in the side, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the only way to shoot him is in the front, and since they buffed that tank, good luck with that.
Jeff, welcome to the stream, man. Glad you could make it today.
CS is from one spotted over here. Gonna send the Lazo down to one. From one, he's gonna realize nobody's there. If he hasn't already. Move the chieftains with him. I mean, they're gonna know what's up. I mean, they've seen this before. You spot Parko. Will.i.am does get spotted.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Trying to do some damage to Will.i.am. He's spotted. Koza trying to get some shots in, but
It's like fierce
Will.i.am
knuckling in on
down
Koza.
yeah, Fuki's spotted in the back over there. I mean, one should have an idea of where they are, so we'll see how they want to do this. This is a tough one to break, because they really just don't have anything that can, like, you know, the yellow pass and spot that serve to just get him out, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna take damage if they cross there. So they gotta find a way to get onto the cap and bleed the guys resetting the cap. Like, they have to kill Parko and Lemur without getting farmed by the other team. And that is way easier said than done. But the longer they wait to do that, the harder it's gonna be. SYN doing a really good job of making, you know, slowing down one, right? I mean, one usually plays typically pretty fast, pretty aggro, pretty decisive, right? And SYN for most of today has really taken that away from them, where they've hid their tanks very well. They've put their tanks in spots very well where you're just not gonna get them. Showing, you know, on the scoreboard. It's working. You're kind of just handcuffing them, in a sense. I mean, blind shots are just not going to get it done. Like, you're not going to win a game like that. They're trying, but think with the way one's set up, I don't know. They can't really push anywhere. They got to figure it out. Or they're gonna send their CSs out now. I actually would have liked them try to even know. Maybe try to actually go the other way. If they go down this 5-6 line, UV
What it's looking like.
UV Lights is just gonna sit here and Will.i.am's gonna hop over and pump. Magna's already making the rotation back, like he kind of already knows it's coming. And you kind of do with the time, right? So like when you hold out doing things, you know, the time kind of tells you that they have to do something. So instead of them doing this, you know, minute 6, oh,
Oh
Veron,
no.
oh, he's just going. He's absolutely just dead. See you next game. The other guy from 1 coming in, taking a higher angle. It doesn't matter what angle he's at. Yeah, this is just, they're going right into what they wanted them to do, and this looks worse than I even thought it was going to look. Bam, dead. Koza's sitting in the back trying to do what he can. He shoots Fear My Skill on the other side of the map. That's not going to help anybody. Bam is just dead. And that's all she wrote. And that just was what they wanted you to do, and you did it, and was not going to work at all. Not even close. They do get Parko for the consolation prize, I guess, but one for 5. Not the play.
Michael goes down. Alonso gonna try to clip out Lemur here, but
He's done. Kellen's got him. Just leaves Spooky Lord and 6 in tanks and UV Light still on full health. I don't even think they spotted him.
yeah, I don't think Lights got spotted at all.
They also just like the one guy just went in there and died. Like I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe there was just some miscommunication on the time of that push, or
I think there's frustration. You know what? Side of 1 is all you, baby.
over on the one side, Fookie Lord in that Chieftain with 2135. Alonso in the bat chat, 1849. Koza in the Chieftain, 1 kill, 1256. Jed Salko in the CS with 1099. Bam in that Chieftain with 786. Ledzio in the Chieftain with 669. And Vagabond in the CS, 378.
And on the side of SYN, we have Lemur and his Chieftain, 1 kill, just shy of 3,600 damage out of him. And then UV Lights in the Sturb, able to pick up 2 kills, 3,100 damage out of him. Kellen's batch had 2 kills, 2050 out of him. Will.i.am and his Chieftain was back there. UV, 1 kill, 1900 out of him. Parko and his Chieftain was able to do 1900 damage. Was the only guy they ended up getting, but he still gave it to him with Lemur in that little pocket over there. And Fear My Skill was on the hill. And his CS, 1440 out of him, and that Magnet as the highest 7 was able to make the rotation, get some damage in, and pick up a kill. Just shy of 1,000 out of him, so.
Yeah. More win, and SYN will be the Grand Finals champions, unless one can make that comeback.
It's an uphill battle now. I mean, I think the way they kind of pushed there, I think they look a little bit lost. But like I said, I mean, not to take anything away from SYN, I mean, they've done an excellent job of hiding tanks, not giving them, you know, really too many options where to go, making it tough. You know, it's a very tough thing to beat. You know, you have to beat a defense. You don't know where all the tanks are, right? You're guessing, and it's not how you want to be playing. But I will say, I think, you know, defense is a little bit easier here without the light tanks, so. It's first to 6, right? So, yeah, 1 more they win.
Yes, best of 11. Yep. Ooh. Alright, so now one more tank pig and we're ready to go.
Yep, could be the last one.
Alright, thanks up, here we go.
Alright, so on the side of SYN, we got 4 chieftains, IS-7 Bat Chat, and a CS. And on the side of 1, we have 4 chieftains as well, IS-7, a Bat Chat, and a Stirred. Let's see what 1 elects to do here. Back up against the wall. Blake Kellen's going to go for early spots. I send Lemur and Parko to the 1 line. Fear my skill probably to the 0 line. ABC are waiting to see if they send anybody over to kind of spot Kellen, and Kellen doesn't spotting anything. What was it kind of an risky spot here? You don't want to try to spot these chieftains, does he? He does?
Gets parked though.
Again, they should be able to do a little bit of... Nah, just the window's too small. Lemur doesn't even get spotted at all. Koz ends up getting out of there, so they send the chieftains to the mid-ridge in the beginning pretty aggressively, but not able to get anything to happen. Bam gets spotted, so he's got to back down. Kellen playing pretty aggressive on this other side, unless he's backing back around, but not being spotted. He's going to be able to get up there for free if he elects to go. They're doing a really fast job of taking this other side of the map. They just going. Nobody there to stop them. I think they're going to end up losing Ledzio relatively for free here, maybe. And if they lose this, all these chieftains that are in this middle over here are going to have a real tough time playing. Alonzo and these 2 others, they might be able to climb into the ball, but yeah, Ledzio taking some damage, spotted, Magna coming through the water. Probably going to keep them lit. They don't even have anybody at A6 to punish this at all. They do get Kellen spotted. Looks like Koz is going to try to come back, but if they spot him, he's going to eat damage from Will.i.am and Mr. APCR. Kellen electing to dip down a little bit. Probably getting ready for A6. So it looks like he's going to wait for them to send somebody there, but Koza didn't even end up coming. They're just leaving this guy all by his lonesome. And they're going to creep down. Nanda gives him a shot, takes out his engine, and as soon as he backs up,
fire.
They're going to lose this guy for absolutely nothing.
Now we do have a push on the other side.
Yeah, but this is not the play. Like, you got 2 chieftains back there. I don't even think they know Lemur's there. They're kind of guessing. They will be able to get Mr. APCR. They end up ramming him, but I mean, you pretty much lost. Bam takes a shot. Vagabond's 1 shot. So you got a chieftain, but he pretty much lost a chieftain and a half health. Chieftain Will.i.am's going to have free farm over here on Bam. Oh, he does take a shot in the back. Alonzo taking some damage. They end up getting Vagabond out. Will.i.am will be in a 1v1 with Alonzo. This will be close. Well, it's not a 1v1 anymore.
Oh, no.
He's down. Koz is over here on reload. Fugilor is going to have to sit here and pump. They're not. I don't think he'll be able to save Kozy. He ends up going too high, gets shots from the middle. He's completely out. That was not the play. It was kind of like, it looked like, I hate to say it, but like a defeated team to me. Leaving a guy all by himself with no coverage, and then just trying to push the middle ridge with 2 chieftains in the back. I don't think they knew Lemur was there, but I mean, where else is he going to be? That's going to be all she wrote here. They might be able, I mean, he might be able to get fear here, but As soon as Kellen comes off a reload, he'll get him if Magna or the other guys don't get there for him. You're circling Kellen's almost loaded. And they're gonna let him ram him. That will do it. So it's gonna take us, I'd say, pretty convincing today. Way different than last week. I think if one wasn't kicking themselves, they definitely are now. They were really close to taking us home last week. And this week, not so much. It happens, you know. Sometimes play a little bit worse, sometimes the other team plays a little bit better. But for this last match, Beaver, I'll have you run down one.
All right. Over on one, Jedzonko coming in that Chieftain, 2 kills, 27.92. Vagabond in the Chieftain with 18.72. Bam in that Chieftain with 1 kill, 16.09. Alonzo in the Chieftain as well, 11.44. Spooky Lord in that 103B, 781. Koza in the Bat with 741. And Ledzio in the I7, 475.
Yep, and on the side, I see we got Kellen in his batch at 2 kills, 3,800 damage, pretty much uncontested farming, going where he wanted to go. And then you got Lemur in his Chieftain, 1 kill, 27.75. And then Fear My Skill in his CS, 1 kill, 22.50. And then Parko in his Chieftain, 1 kill, 2200. Mr. ABSR in his Chieftain, 1530 out of him. Will I Am in his Chieftain, 1530 out of him, but he does add a kill. And Magna was able to go down there, ended up getting a kill at the end with the ram, but he did do damage and turn that IS-74 kill into farm. So 1 kill, just shy of 1100 out of him, and that's gonna go right to SYN right there. Pretty convincing.
Well, I mean, you know, they had a good run to come all the way back from the losers bracket to come out and be the grand finals champion. So congratulations to SYN. They played great today. One played great. Always, you know, the next tournament. So I think that is Lotus coming up in about a month.
Unless you're really good.
No. These are definitely 2 of the top teams in the game right now. So nothing to worry about. They will bounce back for sure. Tubbins, anything you'd like to say before we exit the stream?
No, that's it from me. You know, congratulations to both team. You know, I guess it was nice, you know, having a loser bracket. Sometimes you can see, you know, you can have an off game and a loss, and still end up being the winner, right? So I kind of like that about the tournament. The rules were nice. You know, changed a little bit of pace. So very well done. I think this is 3rd or 4th one of these that he's done. So he's done a nice job running the tournament. And, that's gonna be it. You know, congratulations to SYN taking that home. Convincing today too, I would say. Relatively convincing.
Yes. Agreed. All right, guys, stay tuned. Though we will raid somebody. I will let the delay catch up. We will do the prediction, and we will catch you guys next weekend.